You're watching TVC News. The British High Commission says it is worried about post-election crisis and voter suppression. The British High Commissioner Catriona Laing laid down these concerns at a news briefing in Abuja. Habida Lawal has details.
Nigeria's democracy has had a checkered history since independence. Successive governments have struggled to create a sense of national unity in a complex country whose borders were drawn by British colonialists, incorporating more than 200 ethnic groups. Democratization and development have progressed at different speeds in the country's disparate regions. As Nigeria approaches another major election, the British High Commission is concerned about the security of the polls.
The kind of violence that takes place in the run-up to the election, the period we're in now, there'll be the period of the election, the day of the elections themselves, where I think what we're probably most worried about is voter suppression, actually, trying to prevent people actually even going out to exercise their vote. And then perhaps the thing we're most worried about is actually post-election violence, as we saw in, I can't remember the year, but the year when Jonathan took over, where there was a lot of post-election violence. If any one of the party's supporters feels this election was stolen, my candidate should have won, there is a risk of violence. And that's why I said in my opening remarks how important it is that the leaders of the political parties impress upon all their supporters now, before they go and vote.
Another area that needs workings in Nigeria's democratic journey is the inclusion of women in governance.
We all know the stats and the data. Nigeria won't succeed if women are not fully engaged. And this is really something I'm going to be urging whoever wins this election to take much more seriously. So that's one issue of concern. And other discriminated groups, youth and disability and so on, need to make sure they're included.
It ended on a high note for Nigerians to be proud of their democracy, as it is an achievement that should not be underestimated. The British High Commission has once again harped on the message of unity. It hopes that the outcome of the coming election will be the reflection and yearnings of Nigerians. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.